It's one of the most common spinal deformities affecting an estimated 7 million Americans, including me. Scoliosis is an abnormal curvature of the spine. It's often developed during adolescence when children are rapidly growing. Scoliosis typically shows up for unknown reasons, but it's most often thought to be formed due to genetic or developmental factors. It can worsen if left untreated, leading to back pain, or if it's severe, it can potentially impact vital organ function, which is why early detection is important. Scoliosis screening may be performed at your child's school for females around age 10 and males around age 12. However, parents need to be on the lookout for things like uneven shoulders, a shoulder blade that sticks out, one hip higher than the other, if the ribs look uneven when they bend over, or any changes in the spine itself.
Most times it's asymptomatic, so the child is not aware that they have any kind of issue. A symptom that a parent may encounter with a child would just be pain. It's not normal for an adolescent to have back pain, so that would warrant additional screening measures.
Certain movements like twisting may worsen scoliosis depending on the curve's type and severity. Scoliosis typically involves rotation, so moving in the direction of the curve can make it worse. That's why a proper assessment is key to safe exercise. And a diagnosis must come from a doctor and be confirmed by an X-ray. But physical therapy can play a major role in management.
So severe cases may warrant bracing, and extreme cases surgery. Most of them, the symptoms can be mitigated with physical therapy, and that's typically to correct the muscle imbalances that occur with the asymmetry. You cannot fix a scoliosis, but you can manage it and you can prevent some worsening.
So as Andrew mentioned, bracing and surgery can actually be management for scoliosis. So I was diagnosed when I was in fifth grade, but I had to start the treatment process after my growth plates closed, and because once you stop growing, that's when you can actually treat it. So I wore a brace for about 2 years, and then didn't have to have the surgery. It was pretty close to being that severe, but thankfully it wasn't as bad. I have an S-shaped curve, so at least everything kind of looks a little bit proportional. Like I don't have any uneven shoulders, but some people, if you have a C-shaped curve, it's a little bit more severe. So
and with what you were talking about here and the way they treat it and manage it, I mean, it didn't stop you from competing in pageants and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I still exercise, and it's very important. My doctor, I was actually a patient at Shriners here in Shreveport, but my doctor always said you have to make sure you stay exercising. Of course, you have some limitations, but that was the most important thing. And still have some back pain, but it's not anything I can't manage.
So that has a little bit to do with why you and Patrick are pacing around the studio. You got to stay.
Yeah, you got to stay active, right?
All right. Well, maybe I'll let it slide next time.
Okay. All right.
That's a lot. We're going to take a quick break.